sitting here with Blake Rourke, and UNT student. How many years have you been going to UNT?
About 3.5. I was actually a transfer, but did my first year at Texas State. Wasn't crazy about it. Very much a party school. Social activities are basically sorority, fraternity, and if you don't have money, you're just kind of SOL. So I heard UNT had some better programs, some kind of better on-campus activities and groups, so I transferred over here, and I've been here for 3.5 years.
Okay, so you plan on graduating in
Yep, in May. Taking on 18 hours right now, but it's a workload, but I'm just kind of ready to push through and get it done, so fingers crossed, 3.5 months to go.
Yeah, that's all we can really look forward to, graduation and stuff. So what's your major, and what exactly do you want to do with that?
Major is RTVF. I've always kind of loved film, so film studies just kind of caught my attention, and hopefully when I graduate I'd like to work in animation in the story department or concept art, storyboarding, stuff like that. I actually did an internship at Disney trying to get my foot in the door and hopefully get back there once I graduate and move to California.
Okay, so has Disney always been kind of a place that you've wanted to work, or maybe that's kind of the ideal job for you and where you want to start?
Oh yeah, I mean just from the 6 months I spent there, they just take so good care of their employees and really have a great work ethic, and it's a rewarding field to kind of do the stuff you do on the lot or in the studios or in the parks. So like having a long-term job there has just kind of always been a goal of mine, especially the stuff they put out, like their animation department, their films department. It's just always kind of been a goal.
Okay. Obviously, you can't just look into the future and know where
Right.
things are going to go, but
Just got to roll the dice.
Oh yeah. Do you see yourself working, at Disney for the long haul, or maybe you want to end up doing something else a little different, going your own way, or segueing into something else?
You never know. Just from the animation field, like you can work at one studio or a department for years, and then a better offer comes along to maybe get your own work done or your own story out there from another studio. So, we'll see how it goes, but I know Disney is always taking care of their long-term animators and creative crew, so I wouldn't mind being there for the long haul at all.
All right. And you said you like films. Do you have any particular films that you find interesting or your favorite?
I'd say my favorite films are probably Return of the King, Lord of the Rings.
That's a good one.
Back to the Future. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Coen Brothers. It's kind of a polarizing film, but I really like the cinematography and the kind of connections to the Odyssey in it. So it's always been a favorite of mine.
Yeah. And so as far as the internship goes, what all do you think you could take away from it, and things you could do to improve upon yourself?
Just the experience that we kind of had to give the guests, just because there's a Disney name and a kind of degree of work ethic and dignity that comes with it. So, you want to make the best experiences for guests who may be from a foreign country or may not have a lot of money and get to experience this kind of thing very often. So it's just treating all of the people that you give your ideas or your work to as equal and all deserving of the best. So I think in terms of wanting to make stories that impact everyone, it's kind of influenced me a little bit.
Okay. And as far as, with animation, where did you get into that, and how'd you go about?
Well, I think I've always kind of loved the films, like even during that period when middle school it's like, oh, you can't like cartoons, that's baby stuff. It's like, no, it's so cool. It's like, these guys just draw lines or animate figures and just bring life to it through, the character design, just the emotion behind the faces and the amount of work that the animators put into it, as long as the story department. I think it just always kind of interested me, and I was like, well, I should do this stuff if I care about it this much. So I just kind of took it up as a passion 4 or 5 years ago.
Is there a certain animator that you enjoy the most, and maybe you kind of rip from his styles a bit or anything like that?
I really love the works of Alex Hirsch, who did Gravity Falls. It's kind of a simplistic design, but he just has like so much emotion and humor behind the characters. And I know Jendy Tartakovsky did Samurai Jack, which is like one of the best animated action sequences of all time. So I think a lot of those kind of influenced my work in animation designs a bit.
Okay. And as far as animation goes, is this something that probably just going to be your only career path, or maybe anything else, any other side jobs or hobbies that you enjoy doing?
I wouldn't mind it, but I also like writing, I like editing, so I can just kind of throw myself wherever the wind takes me.
Okay. So as far as writing, have you ever thought about writing any like scripts or anything, or like what kind of area would you be writing in, or like kind of genres and stuff?
I have written a few film scripts, just kind of for fun. Nothing I really see actually being developed, but if it happens, I wouldn't mind. I think I like TV scripts mostly just because it's kind of a format that I'm used to and one that I work with better, just because it's kind of a cyclical format in just terms of following the same beats, but having the characters have their moments, interacting with each other, following a story in kind of a tighter 22-minute loop. So it's something I wouldn't mind doing in the future, writing for TV perhaps.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me, Blake. Let
Glad
me
I could.
interview you. It was a good time, and hopefully we can do this again.
I wouldn't mind it. Hopefully I can get paid next time.
We'll see about that one.
Ah,
All right. Thanks for
thank
stopping
you very
by.
much.